this video, we're going to talk about some market musings, the current state of the comic book market, and discuss this idea of, have we hit a turning point? Have we hit the bottom, or are we a far ways away from it? And I really want to hear from you guys on what your take is, and it's all based around what happened this morning when I sent an email notification that we got some new inventory here at the shop, and we sold like at least a dozen books in like 10 or 20 minutes. I mean, they were just flying, and I was really encouraged by the response to this new inventory. Let's hop into the computer and take a look at the sales and GP analysis and talk a little bit about the current state of the market. But before we do have some more mystery boxes available. The amazing, giant, incredible Bry box of mystery is live now at bryscomics.com. $250 grand prize, Amazing Fantasy 15, second place, X-Men #1 in a 4.5, over $50,000 in just the prize boxes alone, plus your chance at the rarest Ivan Tao Marvel exclusive to date, which is an absolutely stunning cover featuring Miles Morales for Amazing Spider-Man Gang War First Strike, the Bryce Comics edition. All the details are live now over at bryscomics.com. So here we are on the website, bryscomics.com, and I go over here to this search bar and sort date new to old. That's a great way to do it if you ever just want to see the new stuff that just posted when you get an email notification. But this is the stuff that sold within, gosh, like most of it within 10 or 20 minutes here. Kanan, The Last Padawan, #6. The Star Wars, Gabriel Dell'Otto Italian edition. This Tyler Kirkham signed Something's Killing the Children. Some Star Wars. Some Quested 300. That was a cool book. It's cool to see that one come through the shop. This was a great deal. Uncanny X-Men 252. Triple signed by Jim Lee, Chris Claremont, and Bill Sienkiewicz. Web of Spider-Man with the custom label. All these three here with custom labels were actually just really awesome with the custom labels, especially this one, Amazing Spider-Man #194, 9.8 white pages with the custom label. Just a stunning copy, and it sold for $2,500. So I wanted to come over here to GP analysis and take a look at recent sales. So 9.8, the most recent recorded sale there was $24.93. And then the sale before that was $28.80, $3,000, $22.26, $3,034, a low sale for $2,000, $3,100. So $2,500 was definitely, much less than the 90-day average. I mean, it was a great price for this book, especially considering that it was like an exceptional copy with the white pages, presents beautifully with the custom label. So it's not really surprising that this book sold. It was just encouraging to me that it sold so quickly, that somebody recognized, hey, this is a great deal, and I'm going to jump on it. And that's what, this video is about, is talking about the sentiment in the market and, are people thirsty or not for comics? So these sales today in this first 20 minutes of sending the email was very encouraging to me. The Thanos 13 Albuquerque variant, absolutely stunning book right there. Star Wars, The Clone Wars #1 for $1,100. Here's another one that if we take a look at GP analysis and recent sales, 9.8, the lowest sale of the year. There's 53 sales for $1,100 or more. So this was the lowest price in the entire calendar year. I instantly got multiple offers for this book for $1,000, which is interesting. But I actually talked to my friend David who picked this up, and he was waiting for this book for a long time. And I think that that's an interesting point as well, is that he was biding his time on this and, being a wise collector and thinking, I think the price is going to go down, and then still wanted it and jumped on the lowest price of the year, and so that's interesting. Is that the sentiment of the market right now, is that people are thirsty if it's a good deal? I think that's kind of what we're seeing here. And then all of these books sold as well. First Spider-Gwen, first Rocket Raccoon and Comics Newsstand Edition, Something's Killing the Children 1, a 9.9 Quested sign that was really cool, metal cover, and this Extreme Venomverse. And that was it for the new books for today. So let's talk a little bit about the takeaways. So make sure you're signed up for that newsletter at brycecomics.com. If you're interested in books like these, you can always use code COLLECT10 for 10% off all in-stock items, excluding big boy books and mystery boxes. You also get entered to win a free slab just for being signed up for that newsletter each and every month. We also do a giveaway here on the YouTube channel. If you subscribe, comment, and like, you're entered to win a free slab here as well. And I do giveaways over on Instagram and Trades for Grails over there. So make sure to follow me over on Instagram, and lastly on Whatnot. Link down in the description for $15 towards your first purchase on Whatnot. And I have some exciting shows and promotions planned for Whatnot, and I always have books in the bite now for 15 bucks, so you can stop by and pick up a free book if you use that link. So the sentiment that I'm seeing, and I'm curious to know what you guys think, is that people are thirsty for comics when it's a great deal. That they're still willing to jump on books and buy books when it's a great price compared to the most recent sale. And at a certain point, that sentiment is going to change, because when I first started in this business, full-time retailer of comics, was more around when COVID first started, and people were thirsty even if it was higher than the last sale. People were just super thirsty for comic books, and we saw that sentiment absolutely flip-flop and change with the correction and after all of the madness of the comic book boom. So what do you guys think? Do you think we still have a ways to go? I think it's certainly possible that we could see another 20-30% drop in general for comic book prices, but what happened today with books flying off the shelf was encouraging to me that it's not going to be that big of a drop, that we are nearing that turning point and potentially could be either at or really close to the bottom. I certainly hope that we are, just for the stability of it. As a dealer, when you buy and sell inventory based off of current prices, I can stay in business no matter what the market is doing, because I buy my inventory based on current market prices and sell them at current market prices and move inventory fast enough to where, as long as it doesn't go down 50% overnight, I'm going to be okay. So the reason that I want there to be a change and a steady rise in the comic book prices is so that there's more stability, so that we can all know, because my profit margins are going to be the same whether the market is raging or on the decline, if that makes sense. So the reason I want it to turn around is so that we can all know, okay, we're on the rise. I don't have to worry about this dropping 20 or 30% overnight. And I do think today's sales were encouraging in that sense. Maybe the other possible thing is that this is being recorded on Wednesday, the Wednesday before Black Friday. Maybe this is more of a cyclical thing than I'm aware of. Maybe, I'm not putting enough weight on the general cycles of comic book sales throughout the year. And maybe this is a cycle time where, people are spending money because of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. There's just a FOMO in the air of spend right now, and let me know what you think. Is that what happened today? Is it just that it was a really awesome set of books that were priced, really well? Is that what it was? So I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you as always for sticking with me to the end, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.